Welcome everybody to the Feeding Frenzy Friday. My name is Brian. This is where we break down the Friday featured asset from Notes Direct. If you're someone looking to buy notes and you want an expert opinion, this is the place to be. We have Scott Tyler, a veteran of almost 30 years in the note business, giving us his thoughts on these notes. If this is a value to you, we would love for you to just smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, click that bell notification so that you get a notification every single time we post one of these videos ahead of the emails. Let's go. What do you got for us today, Scott?
Hey, Brian, got a single family residence in Richland, Georgia. Nice little property there. If you see the picture, nice little porch, a little clean cut property. Richland is, about 30 minutes south of Columbus, Georgia, if you know where Columbus is. So decent sized cities.
Yeah, I like it. So this house, it was kind of fascinating. You've got, this is your cookie cutter house that a lot of people want as an asset, right? When they're buying a note, everybody wants a 3.2, 1,500 square feet or so. This is actually, I think, 1,600 square feet. It's on a corner lot, right? So
right.
As far as when we look at the collateral, when we look at the asset, this is your picture perfect. Oh, that's what I want my asset to look like, right? This is what a lot of people think. So let's talk a little bit about from the risk side, from the investor side, where are we sitting?
Yeah, basically, we're looking at a good investment to value on this deal, about 75%. This deal is a little different than what we've shown in the past. It's not a 5, 7, 8, 10 plus year season loan, right? This one was actually originated in 2020, late, I think it was September. So we got, a handful of payments, a good track record on what we've collected so far. The guy made a nice down payment originally. So he's got some blood in the deal, right? So a little different, not the seasoning, but a good quality, good interest rate, good equity, non-season loan, so to speak, right? But
yeah,
but there's a lot of other redeeming factors that go with it, just because he hasn't been there for 10 years.
Yeah, and let me say this too, because what's really fascinating about it being originated in September of 2020 is this. That some people look down on a note because, oh, well, it doesn't have much seasoning. We don't know what their propensity to pay is, the likelihood they're going to pay.
Right.
Listen, this is in the middle of a pandemic. Someone originates a note and they've been paying throughout. What does that tell us? That tells us that even in the worst case market condition scenarios, they're making their payment, which tells us as investors the likelihood of them continuing to pay is pretty dang good, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, as far as, we're looking at an incredible cash flow, right? $925 a month, really, really solid. I did look, the rents are over $1,000 a month. So we're sitting right at the point to where it's not like there's a disincentive for them to pay. It's not like, well, if I don't pay, I can always rent for half this much or anything like that, right? They've got that good incentive. And again, they've already put down some money. And so we're looking good at that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, now that we understand a little bit about the borrower, right? They're originating in a tough condition, which means they're going to pay. We've got a really quality asset on over half an acre, that kind of stuff. Good investment to value. The thing that I like about this note is you got a retail price of $100,000, $104,000. So a lot of people look at that and say, "Oh, I don't have $100,000." But you got to remember, this is a very long-term note, right? So when you've got this long of a note, you could literally sell a parcel for, well, as much as you want. And even if you only had a couple $100, couple $1,000, $10,000, you could control this thing, really start to own a lot of the backside, really build your wealth. So don't just initially look at a price of a note and say, "Oh, that's, I don't have that kind of money in my account." You got to remember, if you have the knowledge how to do this, you can use this note to your advantage, get a great borrower, a really great asset as collateral that's protecting your money, and you're going to be sitting in a really great spot, even if you want to do it in your retirement accounts.
Yeah, definitely, Brian. I mean, this is one I think that maybe people are passing by and not thinking of that exact point of, man, this is a great partial play. I've got 8 plus 9 years left on this thing. I could sell off 15 years, and play that card that you guys are teaching everybody. So that's an awesome point, and I think more people need to take a look at that for sure.
Well, thank you so much, Scott, for taking some time to walk through that with us. If this asset is for you, make sure you do your due diligence and then go and click that purchase button. Go out and make it happen. Take action. If you want to see more notes, make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Make sure you click that bell notification to get the latest updates so that as soon as we post these videos, you're getting the information ahead of the emails. If you're new to Notes or you want to learn more about Notes, you should register for our one-day deeper dive class through our sister company, Note School. It is a one-day deeper dive class to cover everything from creative financing, creating your own notes, learning how to wholesale and flip notes, things like performing notes and selling partials, what it looks like to make some big money with some bad debts through non-performing notes. It's a wonderful full day class. You could register for that class below. For the rest of you, I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next week on the Feeding Frenzy Friday.